All right, guys. Been working on getting the back leaf spring back on my Toyota. I was short 4 of these basically, so I ordered these, but they're, as you can see, longer. So I'm gonna end up cutting these down. I'll be able to finish getting that on. I got the back ones on. I just have to get the front, and then this thing will finally be sitting back on its axles. But what I wanted to do today is introduce to you my new project. I just picked up this 77 Arctic Cat for 50 bucks. It doesn't have a motor, it doesn't have a seat or a gas tank. It's just basically what you see. Several days before that, I picked up this motor out of a different Arctic Cat, not sure on the year, I believe it was a 77. So I got this for 50 bucks. It came out of a working Arctic Cat that somebody wrecked. So it's supposed to be working as the carburetor. So my original plan was, because I've been working on this 69 Scorpion for a long time, but what I've run into is the whole entire thing's rusted out. All the bogies were bad, track is bad. This uses an old system that I think they stopped making in, I think 69 or 70 was the last year that they made this drive system for snowmobiles. So getting parts is excruciatingly painful. So my thought is, and I haven't decided, but my thought is to kind of swap with the parts. And I'm just going to mock it up, but I probably would cut this off and, you know, swap these two front ends. This has the old gas tank. I'm not going to go that route. I'm trying to find kind of a round stainless, something cool looking that I could use for a gas tank to go right up under here on my seat. So what I'm thinking about doing, and it's just a thought, I'll try to mock it up real quick. You got to picture it with a different front end. And then I'd try to take this bumper, if I could, and make it round to fit the profile of this instead of those angles in there. And then I would use this motor. I'd use this motor for this sled. Put myself the old seat with the gas tank right in front. I would get rid of all this gauge panel that they come with, if you could show that. So what I basically would be trying to do, granted, this part here would drop clear down into here. It's a lot higher because I'd have to cut all this out. I'd leave these foot grips, I'd leave those, and I'd use all the hull. The track is good, drive system is good. All this would come out so that it looked like kind of like the old sled. You'd be able to see the big carburetor kind of right here on the side. This would come out, and I'd use what they had on the 69 Scorpion. And then I don't know, I would either use this updated handlebar or I'd use the one off the 69. But that's kind of where I'm at. I kind of hem-hawed because I'm like, well, shoot, the Arctic Cat looks kind of cool. Why not just redo the Arctic Cat? But at the same time, I've got to slow down on projects. And the whole entire thing was this 69 Scorpion. Kind of what I have in mind, style-wise, is a bit of a kind of a rat rod, like what they do with cars, kind of having a rat rod snowmobile. And so what I'm thinking of is kind of a matte black for the whole front end. And then I don't know if you know, the Scorpion has the stripes that come down, and I do those kind of in a sparkle red, sparkle orange, somewhere in between. And I'd recover the seat the same sparkle red, sparkle orange as the paint. I'd polish up the aluminum, leave that the same, and then instead of the tail light that they used, this big kind of rectangle tail light, I try to find myself kind of an old rounded, you know, something that's vintage, retro, kind of a big rounded tail light that would kind of go off, you know, to the side. It's like everything else. I could spend 5 years trying to get the parts, or 10 years, and never actually ride the thing. Whereas if I go the route of the kind of a retro rat rod snowmobile, I should be able to have it done in less than a year, within a year at least. So that's kind of my new project. At this point, I'm going back and forth whether to retro it or try to grab another snowmobile and finish out the Jag and the 69 Scorpion. So that's kind of it for now. I just wanted to update these projects. I might show you a quick little blurb on what I'm doing on the Toyota. That's it. So quick update on the Toyota. It's not really a video about the Toyota, but I didn't want to make a really short video on my snowmobiles. So the battery tray, pretty rusted, as though of you know, who know these older trucks, that's what they do. So I drilled out the tack welds, took this out, and you can see where I repaired some rust here, and then I had to literally cut all of that out. Luckily, all the profiles were okay, so I welded in a new piece. I've not done any grinding really or sanding. I was unable to find this, so I decided just to try to fix it, and it actually is turning out pretty good. I also had to cut out the dish in here, because the dish in here, this was completely rusted out. Luckily, I got lucky again, and the profiles that had to be cut out were all flat. So it welded in really, really nice. I think once I grind it and sand it out, prime this whole section and tack it back in, I think it's gonna look awesome. I think it'll look just like it did when it was new. I'll show you a quick underneath shot. You can see where I welded in. Welded pretty good. So that's just a quick update. I hope to work on this soon, and then I'll show you some more.